Hey boy, you finally woke up. You know you could have broken your neck. This is not a fun fair.
Dinsdale certainly has the best mascot in the world. Chompy, chompy, on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all? Apart from you, obviously. Damn it, Naughty Dog, would you finally start developing a new Crash Bandicoot? And no, remastered doesn't count. Buddha-Biga! Bonaparte! Bodyguard! More like, put in my butt! You could have just said that in the first place. Buddha-Biga! Bonaparte! Bodyguard! More like, you could have just said... That shrill voice makes my skin crawl. I mean, my bones.
Don't provoke me or I'll wail even louder!
No, please be quiet. What's wrong with you?
How would you feel if your roots were torn from the ground?
Technically, I've had the life torn from my body, but I'm not making all this fuss like you. From what I understand, this can be used for satanic rituals, even to conjure demons. Hope I'm not wrong. Don't think you can put everything that pops into your head inside my ribcage. I don't know much about esoteric activities. Clowns and their abundant sympathy. I would have liked to see you deal with this Horcrux if it were a Nokia 3310, my dear Potter. 7 books and 8 movies didn't teach you anything? I hope this is just sangria. Take away alcohol from a grown man? I would kill anyone who touched my snack. I may not have to worry about catching herpes anymore, but I'm still not drinking from the straw of a stranger. These must be the crane keys.
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
How? Using telekinesis? Better not cause any disasters around here.
Who are you talking to?
The player on the other side of the screen, mister?
Player? Screen? That fall must have been worse than I thought.
How did I get here, precisely?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
No, I meant, who brought that purple wardrobe here?
Wardrobe? I thought it was a coffin. 2 guys from a moving company with a white van full of old junk.
Old junk? I need that wardrobe.
I don't live in this waste for fun. If you want something, you must pay.
But I have no money. How much do you want exactly?
Let's settle it this way. As an exception, if you pay the crane costs, you can take the wardrobe.
What if I use the crane myself without bothering you?
And what if I use these boots to kick your ass?
Thanks for helping me.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not interested at all in your health. I just wanted to be sure a dead brat doesn't get in my way.
Then you shouldn't even be talking to me.
Did you say something?
Forget it. Post-traumatic ramblings. I see you love black magic. Are you some sort of wizard?
I don't like that tone. Black magic is neither shallow nor vapid. It's real art.
Of course. I didn't think for a moment it wasn't. And do you ever wear the pointy hat with the little stars?
At the birthday parties.
Well, aren't you tall, eh?
My grandpa put steroids in my baby food when I was a kid.
Okay, this time I really put my foot in my mouth.
Hey, I meant what I said.
I better go. See you around.
Don't get into any more trouble.
Better wait until it gets dark, when everyone will be in costume. All clear. Wow! An American party! Maybe you might want to get the mail from time to time. I would have never expected to see Pinhead with heart-shaped boxers. Let's see. I could sing him a lullaby. Lullaby, lullaby, ooh, who will I give this baby to? I'll give it to Santa Claus and he will drink it in his house. I'll give it to the old witch and she will fall into a ditch. Everyone knows she can't handle her drink. I'll give it to a complete fool and he will slip into the pool. I'll drink it with my stupid friend and all our money we will spend. Happy alcoholic dreams, little star. It's the hole where you put the coins in. I certainly don't want to tamper with the telephone booth. Do I look like a small-time crook, maybe? Do you think telephone booths work for charity? This is a great garden decoration. Much better than the gnomes. Never disturb the dead people. If you dictate your epitaph to me, I'll think about the rest. The level of debauchery these parties reach is unparalleled. They could at least put the cups on a table. In Oriental mythology, the dragon is a symbol of balance and wisdom, but not even a talisman this size could make up for your stupidity. Unfortunately for me. Shenron, revive Krillin!
Don't get smart with me.
I didn't think you could talk.
I'm a Suko Megami, a 1,000-year-old object, so I've received a soul as a gift.
A Tsuku what?
You can just call me Suko.
Are you some sort of carousel karaoke or what?
I'm a music box, to be precise, passed down through generation to generation in the Chinese imperial family.
It seems this tradition didn't last long after all.
Well, I wouldn't say that, since the man on your right is the firstborn of the emperor.
Can you sing me something?
I know a song you might like.
I do not doubt your vocal skills, but actually I'm more of a metal guy. A death metal guy.
Do I look like someone who could sing something like that with these clothes on?
I have to go.
Zaijin.
It says birthday cake. I don't know what I expected, but I'm disappointed. Wait a minute. Since when do I speak Chinese? It was probably thrown by an amateur hitman with serious sight problems. It's too high. I can't reach it. I hate ideograms. I suppose it's the first thing Chinese students learn to write. If I find one that says, "kick my ass," I promise I'll give it to you as a gift. I'm running out of ideas. That is the strangest form of meditation I've ever seen. Excuse me? Mister? I don't want to bother you, but... Damn it, old man, I am talking to you!
Your approach is ill-suited for a civil discussion between adults.
You're right, I went too far.
I forgive you.
Don't you think you're a bit too old to live in a treehouse?
Verily, I have dwelled here for 63 very long years.
Oh, sorry, I had no idea.
Be not ashamed, boy. I forgive you.
I don't understand this obsession you have with saying I forgive you. You must be a person of unsurpassed goodness.
In truth, I am not, boy. When I was a mere lad, I was besought to play a priest for school theatre. People rushed from all the neighboring towns to grace us with their presence. Everything proceeded perfectly, and I felt the pride swell in my then tiny body, covered in a black robe. But alas, during the third act, the confessional collapsed upon me and hurt my head. People were greatly dismayed when they saw the little minister on the ground, senseless. I hung betwixt life and death for 2 whole days, and then I awoke. Ever since, I cannot resist uttering, "I forgive you," all the time.
Yes. Very interesting. How come you made this life choice?
Modern society did not befit me. The decay of values, the rotten logic of capitalism, was generated by the interests of politicians, the inept or mind-washed public. Yet I am sure mankind has learned from such foolhardy mistakes over the decades.
You'd be surprised. Are you really sewing your beard?
Incorrect, boy. I am knitting it.
Why would you want to do something like that?
I produce eco-clothing for important fashion brands.
What about that story of how modern society doesn't suit you?
When one's moral beliefs undermine personal interests, send them to hell.
I'm a terrible boy. Could you please forgive me?
You are indeed, boy. 'Tis not appropriate at all to make fun of an elderly man, and yet I forgive you.
Why do you meditate while knitting?
Meditation is one of the key aspects of my life as a hermit. 'Tis useful to dissolve the tensions in one's head and concentrate on the inner self. But if I can do both things at once, better for me. Do you not agree?
I'll leave you to your extremely busy life.
The door of my dwelling will always be open to you.
Especially since you don't have a door. He doesn't exactly seem like a smart guy.
Hey, Flea! Don't make me angry or I'll beat you up and make you regret being born!
Bullying tendencies, and a clear deficiency in basic language skills. Another point for Skinny.
What do you want?
Why are you so angry?
Upstairs is closed, and we can't do hanky-panky with my blondie girlfriend upstairs!
Given the circumstances, I'll volunteer myself as interpreter. The room on the upper floor is closed, so my girlfriend and I can't find a place where we can have a little alone time. The second upstairs is redundant. How come the door is closed?
That stupid Johnny Blonde is there with his brunette whore.
That unintelligent blonde man Johnny has shut himself in the room with that morally loose, dark-haired girl. She must be quite famous around here. Bad story, yep. Listen, since you can't go up there, why don't you give me a hand getting a wardrobe from the dump?
Bite me.
Tasty refusal. What if I find a way to clear the room?
Why not?
I suppose in this case, I can accept. Okay, don't move and don't abuse that girl while I'm gone.
I'm not drinking booze.
Yeah, nice. No booze. I better go now.
28 days, 6 hours.
Someone must have reached dangerous levels of delusion here. Your kleptomania is really getting out of hand. Luckily, my legs still work.
Courtesy of Don Vito Corleone.
If I weren't an expert on special effects, I'd swear it was real.
Peter Jackson's got nothing on you. Cut it out.
One cut wasn't enough for you?
Touché.
Hours, 42.
Cut.
One cut
Touché.
He doesn't look very reassuring.
Come closer.
Sorry, were you calling me?
Are you Donnie?
My name's Skinny.
They told me the guy was a bit mad, but now I've had enough.
I know it's none of my business, but can I ask why you're looking for him?
Are you Donnie?
I already told you my name's Skinny.
Then mind your own business.
How can you be such a bastard?
I can do anything I want, and so can you.
I know it's none of my business.
Then
How can you... Can you tell me what you keep saying?
nonsense I need to say to learn that crazy Donnie. He seems to love a good public rambling.
Try using a mousetrap.
You're not funny.
Who said I'm trying to be? It's really fun around here.
I think it's deadly boring, with extremely loud music, people dancing or getting hammered with beer. Jeez, very original, huh?
What else is there to do around here, then?
I personally prefer quieter places. If I were you, I'd go to Roswell Pond or the beach. I even saw a complete lunatic who said he invented a time machine. Do you believe in time travel?
I wouldn't know. I've never thought about it.
It seems like nonsense to me.
Why are you wearing that stupid bunny suit?
Why are you wearing that stupid skeleton suit?
Actually, I'm... Forget it. See you later, Playboy Bunny.
See you later, Lindsay Lohan.
He must have a very bad case of photophobia.
28 days, 6 hours...
Good evening, how's it going? My name's Skinny.
At last. Welcome. Please, come. Sit.
I suppose you haven't noticed there's only one chair, right?
You see, you may have spent the last few years of your life looking for me, but I have spent my entire life looking for you.
Actually, we just met. Not that I have any objections, but I don't think you'd be my type anyway.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back.
I thank you, decline your offer, and move on. What happened to your eyes?
Nothing. I know why you're here, Skinny. I know what you've been doing. I know because I was once looking for the same thing. Mirror lenses, rimless sunglasses, limited edition.
Why are you reciting the Trinity lines?
The answer is they're incredibly cool.
I don't see you having much fun.
Do you really want to know why?
Yes, I would like that very much.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Come on, cut it out and tell me.
I forgot my pill.
Pill?
My blue pill.
Ah. You should really try to relax a bit, if I may.
Do you believe in fate, Skinny?
Here we go again. No, I don't. Answering with something relevant for a change?
Why don't you believe in fate, Skinny?
I don't like the idea of being born just to be killed by a plum. And right at the beginning of puberty, by the way, without even having time to... experiment, so to speak. What are you doing around here?
It's not important. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.
Please, go pick up some girl like all the normal people. You'll see, you won't think about it anymore.
I can't.
Oh, right, the thing with the blue pill again. Now I've really got to go, before I go mad as well. And we'll be screwed if at least one of us doesn't remain sane around here, right? You are aware that this request... Am I wrong, or is he the alien that got lost? Look at Grandpa. Congratulations! Great music! I don't think he can hear me.
It's 12 seconds.
This is the sort of unexpected surprise that suddenly earns Christianity points in my eyes. This is... I have nothing so important to... After all, I stopped believing in him a long time ago. I didn't know he was a Sauron adept as well. It's strange Tolkien never mentioned him in any of his books. I prefer to let him focus on his beer pong. Watch the ceiling fan. Don't have too much fun up there, old pal. It's been slung directly into the oven. Eventually, you end up like sweet and sour pork. A historical video gaming relic. Literally. Even if my social life isn't as active as before, I don't think I should squander it completely. Something tells me it doesn't work anymore. And that it's not a battery problem. I hope it wasn't delivered in this condition. Putting a bunch of worms in my body is not among the best ideas you've ever had. Why no unforgettable night ever started with I was going to eat a salad when... Actually, with that costume, he looks more like a bellhop.
Hey, kid. Try your luck at the mechanical fish ride. Playing is simple. You must reel in any of the fish in the tank. Nothing easier, right?
Now I remember why I hated going to the fair. The fishing rod is clearly rigged. I remembered her different. First of all, dead. I remind you that the single time she spoke, she burned up an entire lab. Still sure you want to talk to her? He's lucky that alcohol induces sleep. Never wake a Mexican guy from his siesta. Never. The last person I saw at the bottom of a bottle like this was Ronald's father during Christmas dinner with all the relatives.
Egon, tell him about the Twinkie.
It's gone. It fell into the tea while I was dipping it.
I mean the big one.
That's classified information. You know that. You should really stop drinking for the night, before all this caffeine pushes me beyond the capacity for rational thought, too.
That hair would turn even Amy Winehouse pale. Why do you drink all that tea?
I only sleep 14 minutes a day, which leaves me a lot of time to work.
If I still had salivary glands, I would need a bucket right now. I don't think those two would be particularly enthusiastic about it. I'll think about it if I want to mess up the whole neighborhood.
Check this out. We have guests. Let me welcome you to my little gloomy abode.
For you, author of this video game, from now on you can count on my unconditional hate. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure, believe me.
Absolutely not. Among us nerds, there's a code of honor. It's so grim and wonderful that I could stay here staring at it for hours. What does the label say? AB normal? I finally found something to give you for your next birthday. I invite you to do the same. Who doesn't know Master Chief? And no, I'm not talking about the cooking talent show. It's fine where it is. Obviously, with a safety helmet like this one, doing wheelies on a motorbike would look very cool. The Russians are coming! Sorry, that was another video game. The best way to arouse a hipster. Boogie, let's hypothetically accept that I get closer to the shadow.
Yes?
Well, should I be afraid for my safety?
Not at all. I will gladly take care of your soul.
Thanks for reassuring me.
Hey, two. Do you know what's round, soft, and juicy?
A tomato?
No, stupid. A nice child.
How many times have I got to tell you? I'm done eating children. I'm a fruitarian now.
And what the hell does that mean?
I only feed on fruit, and just the ones that fall from trees to the ground.
You won't last more than a week.
You'll see.
You're really the black sheep of our family.
So many possible spoilers, I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't want any LV from you. I'm an acid guy. Love, captured forever in undying memory. At least until they cut down the tree. They undoubtedly get along very well. It's best not to get involved in certain private business. Now I understand what the media meant when they predicted an alleged alien invasion back in the 80s.
Get your life choice perfect.
I would have exterminated whole hordes of you to shoot down your 300-point spaceship.
I eat only children too. Just the ones that fall into my mouth.
When I was young, I had one of those. I always kept it under the pillow to defend myself from the bad monsters. He's undoubtedly the life of the party. It's always a pleasure to see you. Quite a nice place you got here for a barbecue with family. Oh, sorry. I had no idea. And yet I can't imagine that an attractive mummy like you... Don't beat yourself up. I'm sure you'll find your soulmate. You just have to be patient. Now, I really have to go, Mr. Silence.
Guess what flavor it is, too?
Great.
A black man who gets a tan from moonlight? You're kidding, right? Just because we're in an adventure game, that doesn't mean you get to bother whoever's around. Sometimes these professional apple eaters get too caught up in the competition. Sure. Someone must have misinterpreted the rules. Maybe we're going a little too far. The scientist must have seen too many Doctor Who episodes. Next player, please. I'm tired of this one. Those seals are quite self-explanatory. That blood does not bode well at all. Is this your time machine?
Yes, but it is still an experimental prototype.
The usual excuse is to say it doesn't work.
It'll work. Just watch and see. And finally, everybody will stop saying that I'm just a crazy, stutterer, anemic guy.
But you're not anemic.
That's what I keep saying myself.
What are those bloodstains you have on you?
Oh, not a big deal. A little accident while I was working on a different project.
How many did you kill till now?
Don't be silly. I conduct experiments on dead bodies.
Dead bodies that were alive before, by any chance?
If there's really shortage of raw material, those too.
You seem to be pretty eager. What are you waiting for?
I ordered a new carburetor online. The old one was damaged during my previous attempt. And it still hasn't arrived yet. They'll get an earful from me at the customer service of thatcrazyscience.com.
You can really find everything on the internet these days.
You can't even imagine. People are really out of their minds.
I'll come back later. See you then.